Okay, girls, it's story time. What happened? My eyes are still staring at the clouds. I know that I saw the last plane go over a couple hours ago. The radio blaring in my car has gone twice to news reports about other areas that are having huge losses suddenly. I can see the remnants of plane trails that are now grounded. Finally, the radio signal goes out. I am near work now. I can see the air traffic closed and police sirens are blaring as they drive into the building. In front of me, the same sirens are blocking the road to me pull in. I pull to the side of the road, expecting someone to be telling me where to go in order to get to my job. Instead, the officer walks over to me and waves for me to roll my window down. Lucky me. The window decides to get stuck in the up position. I am frantically trying to figure out how to open it when he walks over to see if I can open the passenger door window. As I lean in to get it open, it falls down into the door itself. This means I'm going to be stuck with one window up and one down for the entire shift. I am broke and know that getting it into the shop will mean that I have even more time off of work unless I can get a ride in. The officer gives me a sorrowful smile as he is ready to give me the information that I need. My mind is still running when he asks why I'm out here. I have work just over there. Is there a way to get into the parking lot so I can get in on time? Sorry, miss. His smile completely falls as he is giving me the information. There's no way anyone can get over there. We were required to cut all road traffic and pedestrian around the control. Your work is within the containment zone. Sorry, they didn't call you? I pull out my cell phone and show him that not only do I not have service, but that my phone is about to die. He shakes his head in response again and points for me to turn around and go back home. Instead, I turn so that I'm driving to the shop. I really do want to get this car fixed, and I again look to see the clouds that are forming over and threatening rain. I look back in my rearview mirror and then go to turn on my headlights. At that moment, the sky turns to rain. Buckets of rain pour behind me and splash into my car from the open window. I stop the car and just start letting my own tears pour from all the frustrations that have been up all day. I take a few more moments and notice that the scenery has completely changed from what was just there. Instead of the officer that was just there, I now see behind me a landscape that is full of brown, dead leaves. In front of me are log cabins. Streams of smoke are coming from the chimneys, and the doors are simple wooden ones that look brand new and from wooden logs. I see a single well sitting to the side of the front of the houses. I get out of the car and can hear the crunch of the dead leaves under my black high tops. I pull my green hoodie up and let it cover my head while I turn to lock my car. I am completely confused about how I am here. I know I'd just been on the road by work. My car really does need to get the window fixed, and I can see the same clouds that just flooded some of my car moments before. But at the same time, I wasn't here.
Oh my God, babe.
A young girl peeks her head out from one of the windows and looks at me. Her eyes widen as I start to walk towards her to figure out what has happened. She squirms back in, and there's a bit of screaming and people rushing around inside. I stop where I am as a man walks out holding a rifle. Stop! Witch! He shouts as I take in his clothes. They are much older than mine and look like he has stepped out of a history book from pioneer days. A woman in a bonnet peeks out nervously, along with the girl that I just saw. I hold my hands up as he walks even closer. As he gets closer, I can see the fear that is in his face that is as strong as mine. It surprises me that he is afraid when he is holding the gun at me. Who are you, and why are you visiting us? We don't need your kind here. Wait! I yell and hope that he will not shoot me. I once again show that I am not armed and wish for once that I had remembered to grab my pepper spray. I look around and notice that other people in the other houses are now peeking out to see me. I don't know where I am. I was just on my way to work. Oh, you getting scared, honey? He puts down his rifle somewhere as he realizes that I'm not going to harm him or his family. Instead, he calls back out, This is the community of Nickel Plate. I jerk back and run to my car, scared now because I know that Nickel Plate no longer exists. I can't be here," I keep repeating in my head as I stare at the man who is once again coming towards my car with the gun pointed at me. I try to turn my engine back on, but it's flooded since the rain fell. I start shaking as he gets closer and closer to my car, seeing the matching fear on his face. Suddenly, he pulls the rifle back up and aims to shoot at me. At that moment, the rain falls, and I hear huge rolls of thunder and lightning starts flashing around me. The same flood of rain fills my car, and I am shaking so bad from my now shattered nerves. I can no longer see anything as the rain seems to once again fill all of my senses. As soon as the rain once again goes away, I'm sitting back where I started. My car is driving down the road like nothing has happened, and I can see the officer looking at my car with a completely confused look on his face. I punch a moment at the radio until the station finally kicks back in. My clock on the radio is flashing 12 o'clock, and all the channels are erased from the programming. I go to stop and look to see if I had possibly gotten hit by lightning. The officer is running towards me as my car returns to a stop. "Miss," he shouts as I start to get out of the car, "are you all right?" This seems to confirm to me that what just happened is a figment of my imagination, and I must have gotten hit during the storm. As soon as he gets to me, he has his radio out and a pair of handcuffs in his hands. "I need you to stay in your car." He then speaks into his walkie-talkie. "It appears that the containment zone will need to be enlarged."